Shalom, this is Kapari, aka Pops, at GMS Chicago, with a brief sit down. Before I get started, though, like always, I want to send all praises, honor, and glory out to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, and Kakwadash, to the apostles and elders of GMS out of New York, Elder Bishop out of Connecticut. I want to send double honors because they do rule well. For the brothers around the world, push this truth uncut, unfiltered, giving you the good, the bad, and ugly of the scriptures, correctly breaking down the prophecies and the interaction with the people on the planet. My heart is shalom, but hopefully elect. Hope this is quick, edifying, and to the point. So with that, I'm going to get to it. This happened a couple days ago. A couple days ago. WSB TV. So I'm gonna let it play, and I'm gonna put some scriptures on it real quick.
Struggling to understand how a family dispute turned deadly. Today we got the mugshot of the man accused of killing his own son. Channel 2's Michael Seiden spoke with her. He's live in Buckhead after speaking to that victim's sister.
And Dee Clyburn told me that she agreed to speak with me because she doesn't want this tragedy to define her brother's life. Again, she is so shaken by what happened. We also want to tell you we've learned exclusively tonight that the victim's girlfriend, a Fulton County marshal, has actually been placed on paid administrative leave pending the outcome of an APD investigation.
I wouldn't have ever imagined, not in 100 years, would I have thought that this was the phone call I was getting.
Dee Clyburn says she still can't process what she's been told, that her older brother, 32-year-old Durante Schofield, was shot and killed by their own father. On Friday, Clyburn spoke with us by phone, fighting back tears as she described the shock and heartbreak.
That's my big brother, and I will never be able to call him again.
Clyburn says Schofield was the proud father of 2 young children, an entrepreneur who worked as an independent contractor in Metro Atlanta, and a family man who loved being a dad, a brother, and a creative spirit.
He cared genuinely and deeply about people. He was a passionate person.
Earlier in the day, a judge denied bond for their father, 54-year-old Durante Rhodes Oliver. Investigators say he drove to the 55 Far Apartments in Buckhead after learning his son had been involved in a car crash. According to an affidavit, he and his son began fighting inside the apartment, but when officers arrived, they say both men appeared calm and walked out together. Once they got to the parking lot, the argument started again. Investigators say the father told police he believed his son reached towards his waistband as if he had a gun, so he fired at least 12 shots. Police say they searched Schofield's body, but he did not have a gun.
Just remember him as being a lover and a giver, a helper.
And Dee told me that although her brother was a convicted felon, he had really gotten his life together. He was making positive changes and really having a positive influence on his friends and family. Now, the family obviously is going to need some help with the funeral arrangements. They've launched a GoFundMe page. We've got all the details posted on our webpage right now, WSBTV.com. For now, we're live in Buckhead. Michael Seiden, Channel 2 Action News.
Okay, so he shot this guy 12 times. 12 fucking times. Okay? 12 times for this. Hold on one second. I'm getting ready to do something real quick, so give me a second. Okay.
I've taken a screenshot for you.
Okay, so like I said, but yeah. With that being the case, like I said, so I'm gonna put some scriptures to this because of the fact that, like I said, you don't want to understand what's going on, but it's all mapped out in the scriptures. So with that being the case, here we go. This is going to be, I'm gonna go to Matthews. Matthew 24 and 12. Go to Matthew 24 and 12. Let me see it. Hold on. Actually, I was in Matthews, but for some reason, Okay. Salakia. Anyway, Matthew 24 and 12. And it reads, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. How do you bust 12 rounds at your own son, and he's not outwardly, openly, indisputably threatening your life in any form or fashion? How? They say they didn't find a weapon. No knife, no nothing. He thought it was a gun. They found no gun, anything else. But you didn't even shoot to wound. You weren't even going to shoot to wound. You was going to shoot to kill. When you bust 12 rounds at somebody, you trying to kill them. You ain't trying to wound them. So what could be that could do that if it's not the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Al-Bashai bringing it to filtration? You know, nobody dies being innocent, okay? But wow, to get smoked by your own biological dad, that's crazy as fuck. Let me go to Matthew 24. Let me go to Matthew 10 and 34. Matthew 10, 34 and 35. Think now I come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace but a sword. So these two sets of scriptures I'm going is as you can see, is in red. So this is straight out of Yahweh Shai's mouth. There's no second guessing this as to what the implication is or what's being said or who's saying it, whatever. It's straight to the point. For I come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foe shall be of their own household. Your own family turns against you in these last days with a viciousness that you would have never thought. I mean, 12 shots, that's like some Esau. That's like some Esau shit at Jake. And here this person is cutting loose like this on his own son. Okay? So how are you going to justify that one? Okay, this is 2nd Ezra 15. I'm going to go to 19. 2nd Ezra 15 and 19. And man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of lack of bread and for great tribulation. Well, the great tribulation is that. What kind of thought could be going on in this man's mind to think that his own son is trying to gun him down? And gun him down like he did, or bust 12 shots at him. Huh? It didn't say how many times he got hit, but to bust 12 shots at your own son? Yeah, that's a mind fuck right there. You know, let's go mind fuck the whole family. You know, his sister looking at their dad saying, why the fuck you gun my brother down like that? Yeah, so we're in an evil time. And these demons out here, if y'all don't understand it, okay, for the people that's tuning in, that's not part of the elect, these demons out here are turning up. So like I said, for the edification of the elect, understand that these demons go turn up and they're going to have you having some crazy ass thoughts. It's not the thoughts that condemn you, it's how you react to them that can twist you up. Yahweh Shah was tempted in the wilderness by Satan himself for having fasted 40 days and 40 nights. Satan quoted scripture and wanted him to have him do some shit that wasn't biblical and wasn't sanctioned as being righteous by Yahweh. And Yahweh Shai gave the understanding of what the scriptures Satan called himself trying to use to have him do and go the fuck off. So the thoughts are going to come. How you deal with them, how you mentally remember what the scripture says in those matters, and act accordingly is what's going to count. The thoughts themselves are going to come. Okay, so with that, if it's not spiritual, if it's not biblical, if it doesn't line up with the righteousness of Yahweh Yahweh Shah, then it's got to be of the mindset of Satan. Okay, so with that, I hope that's edifying. I want to send all praises, honor, and glory out to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Kakwadash. Stay prayed up, ask for forgiveness, stay prayed up, read, fast, renew your mind. So with that, I send double honors out to the apostles and elders out of New York and Connecticut. For the Hope Elect, I hope that's edifying. For the Aquat, the few, and truly still listen sincerely to to keep doing so. But for the 2/3 and the rest of the world, Jacob's trouble is upon us, and it's only going to get worse. And for you all, that's not part of the Hopeful Elect, a ball.